In the last episode of Index, we had, well, a crossover story. Accelerator's timeline and Tolma's coming together, but they completely miss each other because their little followers got mixed. And now, without them even knowing, or maybe even wanting it, they are tied in the winds of fate. Maybe there's future storylines in charge there. Will they get along when they inevitably interact? It might be fun to find out. Let's get into the episode. Not where I expected this to start off on. It's the one that was back at the beach. What are you doing reading books for? Knowledge? Why would you want that? Good use of a hammer. That is an answer that she's going to have to be quite careful about answering. Question. So there's so many characters in this who have obtained some sort of power, or in an attempt of it at least, have racked their bodies and sacrificed. I feel like she's hit a nerve slightly with that line of questioning there. Why is people so, openly free with their perversions? Magical girl wand. Good idea. There is a door. Probably a good idea to get out of there as quickly as possible, but sometimes we can all do with a new look once in a while. Maybe not full magical girl garb. Although, is this the kind of show that would eventually put Tolma wearing something like that just for sheer embarrassment? I did think that character was designed enough to at least reappear, and maybe not be a reoccurring character, but I had also almost completely forgotten about them. But how does learning about sacrificing your body to inhabit angels and whatnot help with this story? Didn't even bring an umbrella. Giving her too much freedom and liberty is what caused her to go missing before. Yeah, this is no democracy. He may not openly show that he cares, but he kind of does. Although he's also very quick to anger. But her complete carefree attitude of the world compared to his makes the two of them being put together quite entertaining. Well, that's why you shouldn't run in the rain. Is that something you need to report on? Yeah, we can. We don't need an in-depth debriefing. We can see that she fell. Is there going to be a... Probably should have gotten some disinfectant for it. And is she putting on the goggles to hide her discomfort with her knees? And the slow, chinking of his crutch every time he walks. It goes with the quietness of this night. I'm not sure he would carry through with that threat, though. Really, the cute little dog plasters. But imagining accelerators go shopping for healthcare and whatnot. Trying to be a normal boy. So they're still after him. Who is it now? It looks like they came prepared, at least. That was his jaw. Was. Maybe he should have been quiet. Wouldn't have revealed himself. Kind of made the drudgery of going to the pharmacy slightly less boring. How long can he keep it up, though, with his current physical condition? He doesn't seem bored. And it's been a while since he's had the opportunity to let out such a hearty laugh. Oh, they know each other. Time has taken its toll on everyone, really, hasn't it? But he's been trying to reintegrate into society like... well, a normal person. Who wants to ruin this now? He is a victim in a way, isn't he? Metal arm. Bzz. Is he able to carry it out? Because much like Tomo, he just kind of cuts through and manages to punch him in the face. Oh. This doesn't seem like a fair fight anymore. He's wounded. Slightly disabled. But it's also a good time to get rid of someone that's a potential loose end. Of course, if you're wanting to take down someone like Accelerator, you would come up with countermeasures that negate what you can do. You wouldn't just rush in blindly, like trying to run him over. This is technology. It would let anyone with no sort of power do something. Were they actually like a limiter instead? So if you can redirect it afterwards again. He looks so frail on the ground. Is it like a dog whistle? But what about Last Order as well? I mean, it's kind of... He did his homework. It always comes back to Accelerator, Railgun. But who are the others that were in the top brass, top rankings? There's not much that she could have done to avoid being captured, I guess. Is this going to send Accelerator to an overdrive, seeing her in trouble? If he can't... Oh, yeah, okay, that would work. If he can't attack the guy, just get her out of the situation. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be alright. So is he a de facto, like, task leader? If you're the new guy, he's got to put him in his place. Oh no. Don't question his command. Yeah, I feel like I might hand in my resignation letter. Get a desk job or something. He really inspires confidence in his men, doesn't he? Is there anywhere selling bouncy castles nearby? At least he's being thorough. Yes. You wouldn't have him coming back to get revenge then. Who's going to be the one to step in? He'll have to pay the debt of Lady Luck at some point, though. Who happened to be just walking by? And why is she in the middle of the road? Yeah, he actually fed her. Did she run away because he wasn't conscientious enough? Did she? It's a valuable gift. I think you're overvaluing a tissue packet. So that's why she ran off? Okay, yeah, you need to owe Luck more than you think for being that, like, moron. Tell me, what did you do? Would you... Would you want to rush up to them and... you know, interfere with the body or whatnot? Because you would now be... oh, good. Accused of being the one to... you know, the perpetrator. And whatever's going on seemed to have been transferred to all the members of the anti-skill. I mean, usually he has trouble turning down these kind of requests anyway. Oh. Okay, we're back with someone from the church. I mean, she's so casual with her greetings. She works quickly. So they, what, died for nothing? Well, it wouldn't be the first time. Life seems quite cheap in this world. And is someone like her allowed to just walk around knocking people off? But we've seen her talk down to this guy, the Pope, and probably pretty much anyone she wants. He doesn't sound entirely worried or fearful. Any reason why you turned it upside down? The only thing I was thought of there was like the inversion of the cross, but why would someone who follows the church try and give that sort of imagery? Are you going to accelerate the getting out of the tube? So, is they got no one else to call, just the ones we've just met? So, do they have any use for any of the other sisters? Or are they, off the hook? Tanoshi, tanoshi. Show time. Oh dear. So kind of like when in Railgun we had the different things in place, like the power up, the sound waves which get rid of people's abilities. This just seems like a much more condensed version that the guy had to use against Accelerator. But being able to turn anyone, in this case, let's think of just dangerous criminals or anything who are on the loose, into ordinary people instead of superpowered villains, would be quite useful for all like anti-skill members. I didn't think they were going to do the Index, Accelerator, Last Order, Toma meet and greet again so soon. That you set it up before in a less than dangerous situation, then return. And this could have all been avoided if he had just bought her some food. But how do you think Index is going to react? Seeing members of, I'm guessing, anti-skill or something, who are meant to be upholding the peace, attacking the one who is so kind to her, and she hasn't fully repaid that generosity. And hopefully that guy doesn't make a foolish mistake of no witnesses or anything, because then he'll have the full force of, well, everything down on his shoulders. But with Accelerator managing to change the trajectory and vectors of, well, anything, Misaka's electromagnetism. Why can't luck be just an Esper ability? Is luck a superpower? I also don't quite understand when you have someone beaten so thoroughly and on the floor, why do you have to just stomp on the goods that they've purchased? What does that do? You're just creating waste and potentially littering. That's a grave sin. One that in my book would be met with capital punishment. It still slightly amuses me though when all of this is going on And yet Academy City is meant to be, what, one of the most security camera-ridden places? So they would have captured everything, no? But of course, yeah, they'd confiscate all of the footage if they could. But that wasn't the only episode today, so we're going to have to strap in and see what the next one holds. And let's be honest, there's going to be at least a fair bit of action. And then when Toma finds out he's actually helping Accelerator, might lead into some fun conversations. Maybe not budding friendships. Time will tell. If you enjoyed this one, let me know down below. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Fill up your drinks. Maybe get another snack. Pop down the shops. I'll see you in the next one. If you want to be chasing me on my channel down to the ends of the earth, never really giving us a moment of reprieve, consider joining onto my Patreon instead, because it's a lot less bloodthirsty. And let's be honest, I don't really have a lot to offer outside of anime. So I need to thank my current patrons that are Sal, Electric Ant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Shiwan, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Mats, Rasmus Paulson, Curly, Dark Shadow 7899, Kite, Saltytron, Maurizio Lozano, and everyone else. Because so far we've gotten pretty much what we want, and there doesn't have to be any damaged vehicles to get it.